The government submitted its supplementary budget proposal to Parliament. However, according to our Kim Min-ji, the Assembly is deadlocked regarding the matter. Having passed the original budget for this year not too long ago, the opposition finds that's reason enough to stand against the idea of extra spending. Take a look.
The fate of the government's supplementary budget, worth almost $3.8 billion, is now in the hands of the National Assembly. It'll be used to breathe life into ailing regions of the country hit by corporate restructuring and to help relieve the country's high youth unemployment. Prime Minister Lee Nak-yon is expected to address the National Assembly next Monday and call for the parties to cooperate. The bill will be deliberated on by the relevant parliamentary committees before being put up for a full floor vote, which the government hopes will be during the April session. But it's not expected to go smoothly. The government's first supplementary budget bill last year took 45 days to pass amid objections that it meant a splurge on new jobs in the public sector, and a similar battleground setting is expected this time around as well. The main opposition Liberty Korea party is against the bill, saying it's only been 3 months since the Assembly passed this year's main budget. The Conservatives are also accusing the government and the ruling Democratic Party of Korea of pumping in money to woo voters ahead of the local elections in June.
Our party will not discuss the bill until there's been a clear assessment of whether last year's extra budget created as many jobs as the government promised, and until there's been an analysis of how the 2018 budget was spent. The government should wait until after the local elections, look at the job market then, and draw up an extra budget if needed.
The ruling party has been adamant, however, that an extra budget is a must to tackle the dire situation some regions are facing.
This budget is indispensable to helping local economies and relieving youth unemployment, which could become a disaster. The opposition asks why it's been drawn up only 3 months after this year's budget was passed. If they look at the disastrous state that some cities are in because of corporate restructuring and unemployment, there's nothing they can say. The right time is now.
The ruling party holds only 41% of the National Assembly's 293 seats, so it's essential for them to persuade the opposition. But at this point, there's another factor that could hold things up. Parliament is still at a standstill, with rival parties unable to narrow their differences on either pending bills or amending the Constitution. The two biggest opposition parties have called on the ruling party to compromise on contentious bills they want passed, or they'll withhold their cooperation on all other affairs as well. Kim Min-ji, Arirang News.